Hello everyone, this is Biswajit Tripathi. Today we'll be discussing about Snowflake. What is Snowflake? So Snowflake is a modern data warehouse which is built on the cloud analytics solution which uses cloud's flexibility and its cost benefits. So when you talk about cloud's flexibility, it has unlimited storage capabilities and it can be scalable as per our needs. Okay, and it supports multiple cloud providers, which is Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform. So now when we think about Snowflake, so why we need to use it, and what makes Snowflake came into picture, why it was created, right? Because we have traditional data house, Hadoop, and big data technologies, data lake, so all those were already in place. So why Snowflake again created, right? Okay, so to understand that, think when in our past, when we were working on data warehouse solution, Oracle was very popular across all the enterprise organizations. But the challenges were that they were extremely expensive, and they require the more hardwares to be purchased, right? So then there was we saw the rise in Hadoop and big data, which used commodity hardware to solve the uh, big data challenges, right? When we have huge volume of data, we had to store it in uh, big hardwares, right, which was really expensive. So Hadoop solved that challenges by using commodity hardware. So at the same time, developers have to learn Java so that they could write programs to for MapReduce jobs. But then some community they built high presto so and peak, so that 20% of challenges tasks they could have simplified by, so that we'll be using our traditional database platform and SQL, so that more value can be derived, right? Then there was a time when we saw rise in data science and machine learning. At the same time, developers had to started to learn R and Python, but there is still need to have ELT and ETL and data house in place, because those R and Python scripts, they will not have any value, because it is always easy to get a sample data set and build a model using data mining techniques, right? So it was, so what was the challenge, that to automate and scale that process, because we didn't have much computing power, right? Then the concept of data lake came, because data warehouse could not fit all the data, because they are extremely expensive. That's why, and they had to store, we with data lake we could store the unstructured data as well, right? So then many parties they argue that data lakes are the new data warehouse, so we should migrate all our traditional data warehouse to the data lake using the Hadoop technologies, right? But the issue was again, we our primary goal is to have all the flexibility, and also using the traditional data warehouse solution and SQL, right? So again, when it comes into Hadoop technology stack, we could not leverage the existing data warehouse, because, right? So then, and some party also came into picture, they created high presto impala, so that they could have SQL access to the big data storage, and they can leverage the data lake. Okay, so then there was a time where when we heard that data warehouse can be built in the cloud, that is Amazon Redshift, right? So that actually sees a difference between the cloud edition and uh, on-prem database, right? But Amazon Redshift, they didn't it didn't create disruptive innovation, because it was already created on the foundation, because the it was created on the top of Postgres, right? So we had all the foundation in place, that then Merchant Redshift came into picture. So that's the core difference between the Snowflake and the other cloud data warehouse platform, because Snowflake, it is only built for the cloud. It is not like uh, you cannot run this Snowflake on the host. You can host it in private infrastructure, because this is not a packaged software offering that can be installed by the user, right? It itself manages all aspects of its software installation and updates. And this is a SaaS model. That means it's a software as a service, right? That means it itself, starting from database storage infrastructure to the computer resources which are used for analysis and optimization of data within the database, all are taken care by the Snowflake. And it is also known as the data warehouse as a service. So when you uh, think software as a service, that means you don't have to worry about any underlying hardware maintenance and software maintenance, right? Then what are the capabilities of Snowflake, right? So it is very faster uh, and easier than the traditional data house, because when you see the web interface of the Snowflake, it uses if you are more if you're aware about SQL, then you can easily easily create a table, update it, and copy the data from the storage, cloud storage to Snowflake database. You can do it very in easier way. So we'll go into that. Okay, and it itself handles all aspects of authentication, configuration, then resource management, data protection, everything. Okay, and with Snowflake we could make better and quicker business decision, because it is very fast. And when we are scaling our data management and analytics, our cost will be reduced, right? So you will see when we'll be creating a warehouse, and with sizing, when we size into, so let's say there is a need of high volume of data to be loaded into the warehouse, then automatically the same database will be scaled up to the higher version, so that to accommodate the huge volume of data. And then when there is no need of the huge volume, so now the we don't have to store the huge volume of data, then it automatically scale out to support multiple queries and user process, and also your cost, that's how your cost will be balanced, right? And as it is very faster, so customers can do the real-time analytics and operational reporting and all, so with in easier way. That's how it enhance the customer experience as well, right? And what kind of data sources it supports? It supports many kind of data sources, which is OLTP database, enterprise application database, any third-party data, or wave or logs which we are getting, emails, then sensor data in IoT, right? And from the data consumer perspective, it could be used for operational reporting, then data monetization, ad hoc analysis, and real-time analytics, right? And this Snowflake database can be used for multiple cases, which is data engineering, so that you can build pipelines for ELT and ETL. You can store unstructured, structured, and semi-structured data into this, so it can behave as a data lake. And then we can run expensive algorithm to build model for predictive analytics, that it can be used for data science as well. It can be created as a simplified data warehouse, and on the top of the Snowflake database there can be data application can be built. And also it has a great capability of data exchange, where you can share your real-time data with many users, right? So yeah, that is all about Snowflake and its capabilities. So in the next video we'll be discussing about Snowflake architecture. Thank you. So please like, comment, and subscribe this channel, and also let me know uh, what things you want to hear from me regarding Snowflake, so that I can build that course uh, in a definite similar way, right? Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.